tired of your current job? Do you dread the 9 to 5? Does it feel like a drudge waking up every morning to get to work? Welcome. This video is for you. Sit back and enjoy. Hello and welcome back to the Clinton on Finance channel. On today's episode, we'll be discussing an amazing topic: how you can choose a career that you genuinely love. In the last episode, I shared an array of beginner-friendly tech skills, IT, career paths anybody, anywhere in the world can start out with. In today's episode, I'm trying to help you cut through the noise. I'm trying to help you make a choice. I've had people in the past ask me, okay, I've seen that there are lots of opportunities in tech, and I only have one head, 24 hours, and a limited amount of energy. How can I get started? And I believe what we'll be discussing in this topic will be helpful in clearing every confusion or doubts or gray areas you may have. All right, so why this topic? Why is it such a hot topic? Within the scope of this video, I'll discuss why understanding this is key from 3 key areas. The first one would be stress statistics. According to Champion Health, a research institute in the UK, about 79% of the stress in modern day adults are work-related. In other words, if you are making the wrong career choice, you're likely going to be stressed out rather than enjoying your work. Work is more beneficial. It is more rewarding when finances and money is not the only value you're getting from it. It's valuable when you're building career capital. You're building finances, you're building a proper network, and you're building experience and your skill sets. This is what I'm trying to help you achieve. A wrong choice in your career can lead to high stress levels, and I'm sure you don't want that for yourself. The second key area I'll be covering on why this is such an important topic to consider is the ever-growing trends in tech. According to the World Economic Forum, about 65% of the jobs that the current kids in primary school categories are going to do in the next 10 years have not even existed yet. Just about 10 years back to 15 years back, a role like social media management was non-existent. Roles like prompt engineering, AI tutor, and the rest of them. So the world we are in is an ever-evolving world because of the fast nature and fast development of technology and AI. All right, so the third reason why you should see this topic as quite a key one, especially if you've not made major entry into your career yet, you've not gone deep into your career, you're just starting out, because it saves you, the worries of worrying about what to do. By the time I share the strategies on how to choose, you will understand this better. The last one would be mental evolution. As a human being, you're ever evolving. It means your interests from 10 years ago are likely no longer your interests today. For most people in the kindergartens and primary school category, if you asked, what do you want to be? A lot of people would say, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a firefighter. When you mature, based on the economic factors, social factors around you, your taste can change. The responsibilities around you can make you change what you had wanted to do. Lack of opportunity in the thing you had intention of doing might make you take up opportunity on the area that is most available for you. So these are the key areas, key factors that make this topic a critical one. So sit back, relax, and delve deep into this amazing subject. Up next in this episode, I'm going to go deep into the challenges, the major challenges why most people make wrong decisions about their career. It's what you would divide into 2 dichotomy: passion versus profits. A lot of people ask questions like, should I go for what I'm most passionate for, or should I go for what will pay the most? And well, why not have a blend of both? Why not have the best of 2 worlds? I believe strongly that there is always a balance, considering the fact that as individuals we have varying interests, we have varying skill sets, we have varying peculiarities, and I believe that whether you want to choose a passion or your profit, a key thing to solve first has to do with you, and that is called self-awareness. Self-awareness is the ability for a person to know what they want per time, per season. On considering between passion or profit, I would also say that if your passion or something you're passionate about is something you are able to monetize within the current economic factors, social factors around you, then it would be a path to follow. If you have their need of sustenance and there's no help from anywhere, it might be wiser to take a job that allows you build yourself, build capacity, have some income, so that you can be in a proper frame of mind to think and build and grow. I believe there is no yes or no answer, but if you're able to look introspectively and ask questions from professionals, then it would help you and help them to understand the peculiar nature around your case and proffer the best solution. And hey, if you're asking, why do I have to consider all of this? Remember, you're not just a statistics, you're here to make a mark, and you have to be intentional about every key decision you're making for your growth. So how then can you make good career choices? I'll be making them as simple as possible. The first one would be to, whatever career it is you want to go into, to be useful to know the key day-to-day tasks rather than the title. A lot of people are so obsessed about, oh, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a medical doctor, I want to be a nurse. They've never asked, what does a nurse do on a day-to-day? What does a doctor do on a day-to-day? Early on in my career, when I was still about making decisions, I wanted to be a doctor. And my reason was because I wanted to help people. I wanted to save lives. I felt if I was a doctor, I would prevent people that are sick from dying. Noble cause. And up until I went for a symposium, I and my best friend actually, we wanted to do medicine together early on then. And he actually chose to continue. I went for a symposium, like I said, and I got introduced to entrepreneurship, and I did a mind shift. I, for the first time, without being taught what scale was, I thought about scale. I was like, why be a doctor and treat 20 patients when, I could be an entrepreneur, create value in the society, build capital, set up a hospital, employ 40 doctors that can take care of the same 20 patients that I wanted to take care of. And so instead of just impacting 20 people in a day, my 40 doctors can take care of 20 patients, which is 800 people in a day. So the thought of that just made me say, no, I'm not getting stuck here. And all the way from that journey, I discovered digital entrepreneurship, and I said, no, I'm not even going to just do it anyhow. I'm going to do it on the internet. And it's been a good journey over that period. My friend today is a doctor, and it's been an amazing. We are both happy. But most people don't know the day-to-day. When I didn't also know the day-to-day of the doctor's life prior to when my friend graduated. And to be honest with you, if I had known, even if you paid me 2 million, if you paid me 2 million on a monthly, I wouldn't have considered it at all, right? But I'm grateful for the path I chose. I'm grateful that I made that choice, based on what made sense to me. All right, so after considering day-to-day tasks over title, another interesting way is to envision your life, which is still as a result of self-awareness, which is progressive. You won't know it over, if somebody had asked me 5 years ago, where do you want to be in the next 5 years? I don't think that's a proper question really to ask. Well, it could be, but the truth is, unless you've found your path, at that early stage of your career, you never really know, right? But you are open to delivering your best, taking on opportunities. I would say that's a good way for any beginner to approach pursuing a career, but starting somewhere actually. All right, so next would be an accomplished self. An accomplished you. What does an accomplished you look like? Who do you want to be like? For me, I've broken down my journey and my accomplishments into levels. For me, level 1 was to work remotely, and it has nothing to do with career, just to work remotely. And at some point, I had to shut out every hybrid or on-site opportunity. I was not applying for them. I was intentional about, and I was even willing to take a pay cut. I was intentional about applying for remote roles. Why? I wanted something that allowed me some level of time freedom, something I didn't have to commute every day. That might be different for someone else. Someone else. I have a brother that he doesn't like anything remote. I have people that wouldn't be able to survive working alone from home. But it's my thing, right? I could literally stay in a place for like a year if I have food and I don't have to cook and there's internet, right? But that is me because I've understood me, right? If someone else plays my card without understanding what I'm putting in consideration, then the person is not self-aware. The person can hit brick walls, the person can get frustrated, right? So work might not always be work for everybody. For some people, where would they call work, it's fun for someone else, right? So self-awareness is really key. Maybe I'll make a video to go into details on how my self-awareness journey grew and happened over a course of a year. The third criteria, if you want to choose a career, is you want to choose quickly, but not without considering the factors I'd mentioned initially. You want to choose and just get started, because if you where you're not even sure, just take on an opportunity and start building your career capital. Like I said, your network, your skill set, your experience. Just start somewhere. Be productive. Be productive. Start with somewhere and be open-minded that you could evolve. Don't be scared of, people know me for this kind of person, but I see myself evolving to this kind of person, and then you are having an identity crisis. No, that's not an issue. So I began my career as a content writer. I've done a lot of things. I've done grant writing. If I I've done a lot, right? If I list all my skill sets, within a short period of time, maybe I'd have 9 CVs, right? But I like to always be productive. I like to dare things. I like to do things I've never done before. Taking big opportunities that are always a step ahead of where I am has been my major game changer. I've always stepped on shoes that are just a little bit higher than where I should play. A lot of people try to play, look for opportunities within the niche where they are in, right? And that doesn't really leave a lot of room, unless you have issues with catching up. I read a lot, I read fast, I'm able to, piece separate information and see it from macro level, micro level, just be quick and different. So I wouldn't say you must follow my method. I've given you a reason as to why I like to always take something a step ahead of where I currently am. And with every career I've done, I've actually had successes, results. I'm not going to be mentioning them here unless there's a content that's relevant to that. I'm just here to help you to make the best decision. I trust you will. So when you find a job, a place of work, what could you do when you finally choose a place? Someone said, choose your love and love your choice. When you get started, don't diminish a role, don't diminish a career and say, I'm just managing this, or I'm just here for this. No, regardless of what the pay is. I've worked somewhere for 6 months without pay. That was the initial. It was supposed to be a 6 months internship, and that has given me a lot of relationships. I can't even imagine, I can't even quantify it with finances, what those kind of opportunities did at the early stage of my career. So you must be very open to provide value. When you find yourself in a new team, be that team player, be that guy that is always looking for questions to ask, finding solutions to problem. Every team loves a problem solver. And if you are that person, I bet you're going to enjoy your career. So keep that in notice, and remember, you are not a start, like I said earlier, and so you must make these decisions intentionally. You need a career that would blossom, and you need to be intentional about making that happen. In wrapping up this, I hope the areas I've covered in this particular video has helped you a lot. And if there's things I missed out, feel free to send me questions in the comment section. In wrapping up this session, I would like to highlight a quote from Steve Jobs. He says, you don't connect the dots of your life looking forward, but when you look backward. So again, I encourage you to get started with the journey and keep growing as you're going. And I'll see you at the top. Take care. Bye. Until next time. Comment, like, subscribe, share this to someone that is just getting out of school, someone that is at a crossroad about making a career decision, someone that you feel is stressed or tired of what they currently do. And I'm always here to help. Have a good day. Bye.